guys, SareneGrace here, and welcome to my team builder for week 1 of the UBL versus the Southwest Survivors, coached by TokenTube. Now, his team consists of Victini, Clefable, Halucha, Mega Absol, Steelix, Tentacruel, Lurantis, Goodra, Heliolisk, Zangoose, and Haunter. So I'm going to start off with the mons I think he will not be bringing this week. I don't think he's going to bring Goodra, even though it could be good in this matchup if its counters were knocked out. Honestly, Goodra is just going to struggle against Noivern and Mega Glalie, and it would just be a liability for my opponent if he brought it. Heliolisk, strong special attacker, but it would struggle against Porygon 2 and Snorlax, which I could very well bring, and it would just get walled and stalled, and that wouldn't be good for him at all. Haunter, Scarf Haunter could put a dent in my team, but again, kind of like Heliolisk, can't handle Porygon 2, Snorlax, or Drapion, so Haunter, I really just don't see Haunter coming. Zangoose, super strong mon, but I feel like other mons on his team handle my team a lot better than Zangoose could do, so don't see it. And then Lurantis, I have Arcanine and Mega Glalie, which would make it just difficult to have on the field at any time, and my Scizor, which I'd outspeed and U-turn and kill this thing, so honestly, do not see the Lurantis coming at all this week, so the mons I think he is going to be bringing. Steelix, even though it wouldn't appreciate a special fire move from my Arcanine, if it has Sturdy and can get rocks up, that would be very troublesome for my team. He'd probably be running Stealth Rock, Heavy Slam, Toxic, Dragon Tail, pretty standard set Dragon Tail to phase out any mons that might be trying to set up on him, like maybe my Scizor if I bring a setup set and he doesn't want to get swept by a setup Scizor. Tentacruel, I think he's going to be bringing Dual Stab with Hidden Power Grass, just so he doesn't get walled by my Seismitoad, because it can't really touch my Seismitoad except for Hidden Power Grass, or if this thing gets any other grass moves that I'm not sure about. Just don't want that to happen. Rapid Spin, he could bring Rapid Spin on it just in case I get rocks up on his end, because he's going to want his Victini as healthy as possible here, because it does put a lot of work into my team, as I'll be mentioning here in a minute. Clefable, other than Arcanine and Scizor, Clefable can do a lot of damage to my team if it's set up, and if it's unaware, I can't set up in front of it, and it's just a problem. So I think it might have a Calm Mind set. Thunder Wave for speed control. It could also have Flamethrower for my Scizor, so I'm gonna have to be very careful with that. Victini, one of the biggest threats to my team. The physical set is possible, but I really think it's going to be running a special Scarf this week, because that handles a majority of my team. Between Energy Ball, Glaciate, and Blue Flare alone, those 3 moves hit all of my team for at least neutral damage, which is terrifying. My only fire switch in would be Arcanine with Flash Fire, and Hariyama if it has Thick Fat, but it doesn't want to catch a Psychic. I tossed Thunderbolt in here as a spice move, but I think he'd probably bring a Psychic move. That'd be a lot more likely. Halucha, this thing outspeeds my team, bar any Scarfers on my end, and if it gets set up and has Unburden active, this thing can sweep my team. I am prepping my team to handle this. I'm carefully calcing things to make sure that this Halucha does not give my team much trouble, which it has potential to do. Mega Absol, also very strong setup sweeper, can also cause problems for my team if I'm not careful. Sucker Punch is dangerous if you play a 50-50 game. If you think he's gonna Sucker Punch and try to do something else, he might set up a substitute or Swords Dance, and then it's just a mess. So Mega Absol, really worried about it, honestly. So we're gonna take a look at the mons I won't be bringing this week. Mew, obviously can't bring Mew this week. Mega Absol is too much of a threat to it. I've tried to make sets that could 1v1 the Absol, and I could not make it work. And if it came down to a Mew versus Mega Absol kind of thing, I would not win that 1v1, so I'm not bringing it. Not a good idea. Porygon 2. Halucha ruins it. Ruins it, ruins it, ruins it. There's nothing I can do with Porygon 2 to really handle the Halucha easily, so I have other mons that can handle Halucha alright, so there's really no point in bringing Porygon 2. Gardevoir, if it's Scarfed, it can do a lot of work to his team, but if the Halucha gets Unburdened and has Poison Jab, Gardevoir is dead, and then I brought it for nothing except Halucha fodder, so Gardevoir is staying on the bench this week. Hariyama, Clefable ruins it, Victini ruins it, Halucha ruins it, and Play Rough Mega Absol ruins it, so not bringing Hariyama. Snorlax, again, just like Porygon 2, Halucha fodder. So, what am I bringing to handle this guy's team? Starting off here, we have Snips the Scizor. Standard Choice Band has 47% chance to OHKO the Mega Absol, which is fantastic. It hits the Halucha hard in case it gets Unburden off, and I can't outspeed it. Knockoff, superpower for coverage. U-turn to slow pivot if I can or need to. It's risky to bring with the Victini, but I think the rest of my Mons can cover it pretty well. Andreas the Seismitoad. Really looking forward to this one. I have big plans. If he leads Mega Absol or Victini, I have Rindoberry to take an Energy Ball, or an HP Grass, or any kind of grass move they might want to throw at me. Max HP, max attack with Stealth Rocks, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and EQ. If the Absol leads, or if I see the Absol and I think it might lead, we're going to stay in and go for Drain Punch. It will do 81% minimum and 96 max without a crit to the Mega Absol, which would be fantastic. I can just set up rocks if I think he's going to try to preserve his Mega Absol in that scenario. We have Mr. Pinchy the Drapion, Choice Band, and Speed Crept for the Zangoose, I believe, just in case he does bring it. I don't want to be caught off guard. Knockoff, Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Pursuit. Poison Jab and Knockoff 2-hit KO almost everything on his team, which is terrifying and fantastic. Pursuit to trap the Victini. If it's a physical variant and goes for V-Create, I can trap and kill it, and then it won't be a problem. Azure the Noivern with Life Orb, and Frisk, so I can confirm potential items, especially if I'm not sure. Sped Crept for the Halucha, pre-Unburden. Protect the Choice Lock Mons, so if I see Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Choice Band on any of the Mons I frisk, I just click Protect and see what he does, and switch accordingly. Outrage might look a little strange, but it will OHKO Spadef Invested Gudra, while Draco Meteor would 2-hit KO and could miss, so obviously, I'm gonna bring Outrage just so I don't miss. Hurricane OHKO's the Halucha if it hits, and Focus Blast for the Steelix if he brings it, and that's the 1v1 that we come down to, or if I can't switch and I just want to get a hit off, Focus Blast would be great for both the Absol and the Steelix, actually. Elvis the Arcanine, Life Orb, Intimidate with Wild Charge for the Tentacruel Halucha, Fire Blast for Stab, and in case the Steelix and Lurantis are there, Extreme Speed for cleanup and can do 43 to 51% to the Halucha in case Unburden becomes a thing. Morning Sun to heal off Life Orb damage if I think my opponent will be switching out. Running dual Life Orb can be kind of dangerous, but I think it's gonna work out alright if I play everything correctly here. Frostbite the Mega Glalie. Substitute so I can take advantages of switch outs. Earthquake for Tentacruel, Victini, and Heliolisk. Return for General Stab that hits the rest of his team. If it doesn't want to be hit with an Earthquake, it probably can't take an Ice move either. So that's my thought process there. Ice Shard, priority for the Halucha, just in case. As you can see, I'm bringing a lot of things to prevent the Halucha because I'm terrified of it. If it gets set up, Unburden can sweep my team. So we're going to try to do our best to avoid that. So I hope you guys are all excited. Match is going up tomorrow, so I'll see you guys when that happens. But until then, remember, never fall from grace, and let's go Shy-Sky.